Hello and welcome back. I'm Shelf Unit and this is my continuing Let's Play of Shadowrun Dragonfall. Sorry. Okay, last time we had broken into the facility of our dear friend the Doctor, discovered a random stranger who had decided that he was the king of some strange foreign land, and that his drones were pets and peasants. And we had killed Billy. Billy, let's go talk to him actually. The experimented upon basilisk. He lurches toward you with a start. You're back! Is Billy dead? Have you retrieved the lost key card E? Yeah, I've got it, but there's something I want to talk to you about first. Very well. Ask your questions, but hurry. You're really into that show Night Kings of Lightning Hold show, aren't you? It is my life, my entire life, my reason for being. Oh, must be rough being that big a fan and not having seen the ending. You're saying that there's more? Yeah, last episode before it got cancelled. You know, the hastily written final chapter, where you find out what happens with the Gibbethon invasion? I had always thought that they had left the ending to the imagination. Like a beautiful dream. He fidgets uncomfortably. But now the dream is over. I will never know peace until I have seen this conclusion for myself. He lurches forward, his hands clasped in supplication. You must help me. You must find a way to show me the final episode. I need it. I'm willing to bet I could do that, Chief. This guy might not know how to disengage the quarantine, but I bet that I can. And once we've re-established the building matrix connection, it'll be no big deal for me to download the last episode for him to watch. If nothing else, it'll keep him occupied for a while. Don't see why I shouldn't. Go ahead. Sure thing, Chief. The terminals in this building are all networked together, so I should be able to drop the quarantine from any computer in the place. Oh, thank you, thank you. Tears streaming down his face. This is the happiest day of my life. Okay. This is a terminal. Have Blitz disengage the building's quarantine protocols. Alright, Chief, watch me work. Blitz plugs his cyberdeck into the terminal and punches the escape key with a flourish. A second later he hits the Y key. The building's lights flickers. That can't have been it. He still has something else, right? Jack into the matrix with him? Nope, that's it. Quarantine disengaged. And now to get Phil out of the last episode of this bullshit trid show. His fingers dance over the deck's keypad. A few minutes later he glances up with a smile. Done and done. The horrible conclusion to that terrible show is waiting for Phil on his media centre. Want to know how it ends? Not particularly. Too bad, because I'm telling you anyway. Titonius Rex and his elf sweetie's dad make up, a bunch of elves fight the Gibbethons and get their asses kicked, and the whole Karabak the Demon Lord subplot is dropped because the show's effects budget got cut. In the end, Titonius saves Lightning Hold by rallying a peasant revolt. Comes out of nowhere, barely makes sense, and the whole thing ends in a vomit-inducing love scene. It's a goddamn train wreck. And whatever, as long as it keeps Phil happy. Oh, back again. Keycard E, do you have it? Yes, actually, I've got it right here. You have it, the keycard. My ticket back into the hallowed halls of the executive wing with its expansive supply of non-perishable treats. Hurry, noble stranger. Use it to unlock the door and make all of our dreams come true. Swipe the key card. The keys panel lights up to a more pleasant view and the door unlocks. The gates! They've finally opened! So you're going to get gunned down? Thank you, my friend. You've granted me the secret desire that my heart yearned for, a most respectable supply of non-organ-based foods. You will always be welcome in these hallowed halls. I, Philip Rex, do swear it. Quarantine's off now. Final episode of your show's on the records computer. Oh, I want to know about the prototype Bioware. It's Bioware stuff, pretty standard stuff. Pain editors, trauma dampeners, author skin, things like that. All of it is reversed engineers from existing Bioware products, right? I've read up on Sutherland's process. Yes, that's right. Big knockoffs. You nod slightly. Dangerous work, illegal in most places, but not here in Berlin. Our investors needed it that way. I guess that explains why Esquibel didn't hire a company in Spain. He nods eagerly. Yes, too risky. Here in Berlin, no problems with the law, just because there is no law. Just have to be careful. All for now, though. All our copies were good, just like the real thing, but who cares? It's all just meat in the end. Not to me, it isn't. I need that stuff, and I'm not leaving without it. Get me into the executive wing, and we can both have what we want. Fill your pockets, whatever you like. I, on the other hand, would avail myself of the snack bar. Of course, the lockdown. A calamitous series of events that began with a spilled cup of soy calf and ended in terror and blood. He falls silent. There's a long, awkward pause. Someone spilled soy calf. That's it. Well, no, naturally the inevitable results of such a incident followed the spill. He blinks confusedly. Do you want me to spill it out for you? Yeah, that wasn't an explanation. He sighs. Then you shall have one. Where to begin? On the morning of the lockdown, all was well. Gisela, the executive, was making his rounds, walking from console to console to check up on us. He held a bubbling cup of soy calf in his stubby little hands. We all knew that food and drink were forbidden outside the employee lounge, but Gisela was a proud man, and he would not obey the rules. His pride was our undoing. He tripped and fell, and his soy calf spilled onto a console in the animal testing room. There was a terrible snap of shorting circuits, coupled with a stench of ozone. All over the building, the emergency lights flashed and alarms blared, and the building went into quarantine mode. He raises his voice and gestures theatrically. Doors locked and shutters slammed closed. We were all trapped like rats inside, but we were not afraid. We were sure that the malfunction would be fixed within an hour. We did not know what was coming for us. Unbeknownst to any of us, Gisela's devil beverage had done more than initiate a false quarantine. It had also shorted the locks on Billy's cage. The albino basilisk slipped its bonds, and in that moment its reign of terror began. His voice climbed to a roar. Within half an hour of the spill, Billy had slaughtered everyone who could have disengaged the lockdown. Executives were torn limb from limb. Their business attire was shredded, their expenditure reports bathed in blood, and the rest of us were trapped inside with the savage beast. He falls silent, blinking as you watch. His expression clouds, and when he speaks again, his voice is small. In the end, only Heinrich and I remained. We managed to trap Billy in the underworld, but there was no hope of escape from us. It's been 2 years. Someone must have come knocking before now. Why not? Couldn't you just call for help? No, comlinks don't work in here. No reception, and the quarantine cut off our matrix access. Heinrich and I found ourselves completely isolated from the outside world, with a terrible creature running loose in the basement. Our choices were to give up and die, or to make the best of it. The romantic cheer that you've come to expect floods back into the tech lab. He spreads his arms wide and a knowing smile on his face. As you can plainly see, we chose the latter. We persevered and eventually transformed this husk of a building into the glorious kingdom that you find yourself standing in today. It was all for the best. In the end, I tamed this land, and I have grown to love it. I will never live anywhere else. Quarantine's off now. Final episode of your show's on records, computer. Yes, peace will be known and brought to the land. Phil takes off running in the direction of the records room. Let's just check and see if there's anything else. No. Okay. Okay, let's return. Let's see if he's got anything more to say. Is it everything he could have hoped for? You've given me everything, my whole heart's desire. The hidden knowledge of Titonius Rex's victory is mine, and I will be better ruler for it. Also, I have sugary snacks. Philip stares into your eyes, his entire body is trembling. I have it all, and all thanks to you, noble madam, all thanks to you. No problem, Phil. I do have a few more questions for you, though. Tell me about your peasantry. I love them. They're like family to me. When I'm hungry, they're the ones who harvest the meat for me to cook in the cultured organ lab. When I'm in need of company, they keep me warm. They're drones, not people. You get that, right? They are people. They are my people. He crosses his arms over his chest. Just because you can't understand our bond, that doesn't mean it isn't real. Let's go, sir. Even star. You're only going to change his mind. He's too far gone. You will see. You may have killed 3 of my peasants, but I can activate more. He rubs his chin, grinning. They will return to me, and I will show them the love only a true ruler can. I will bathe them in my affection, and they... Hang on a second. How many more peasants do you have in this building? Oh, hundreds. He beams at you. The security system here is quite state-of-the-art. User-friendly, too. It didn't take long to figure out how to make some peasants wake up and others go to sleep. and I allow the majority of my peasantry to rest peacefully, basking in the benevolence of my rule. I could wake them at any time, but why? I say let them rest. Probably for the best. Can we talk about anything else? I'll know a little bit more about the underworld. He nods slowly. The nether realm that lies beneath is the hallowed halls of Pseudolin bioscience, a nightmarish labyrinth of dripping pipes and filthy brickwork. Billy rules supreme down there now. Set foot into the underworld means certain death. Let's just see this straight. We are talking about a sewer, right? The underworld is just the sewer. Yes, it is a sewer, but it is also a nightmarish labyrinth of... Easy there, Tiger, I get it. Now I'm going to change the subject. Gotta go, see you around. Yeah, later. Let's get the hell out of here. I think I've done everything I need to do. You emerge blinking into the light of day. You find yourself standing face to face with a veritable wall of security personnel. A man in an expensive suit raises a megaphone to shout at you. You, stay right where you are. Who the hell are you? The megaphone isn't necessary, man. I'm staying right here. You'll place the stolen bioware samples that you're carrying on the ground and then lie you with your belly on the hands on your head. Do it now or I'll order my men to open fire. I didn't steal anything. The owner of this material commissioned me to retrieve it for him. Esquivel, you mean? Yes, we know all about him. He's quite a reputation back in Spain. We're Shadowrun, street scum. And that material infringes on 15 of our company's patents. The organs that you're carrying are based on our intellectual property. It's unbelievable. This place is locked down for 2 years and you choose today to come and visit? You think this is a coincidence? We came when the quarantine was broken. We've had eyes on this place since the lockdown went into effect. You called us here when you opened the doors. Why the wait? You could have broken into this place months ago. The building was quarantined, idiot. It's cheaper to have set up a camera than it is to mount a hazmat clean-up effort. As long as that counterfeit merchandise was contained, we didn't care it was in there. It will not hit the streets. Now shut your mouth and hit the floor or I'll order a man to open fire. Don't let me kill you, man. He shakes his head in disgust. Idiot Shadowrunner. You people don't know and to keep your mouth shut. Man, open fire. A shrill voice crackles over the building's intercom system. It reverberates through the empty streets. You will not threaten this woman, Jubathon dog! Oh, this game has just turned brilliant. I love it. The fuck? Too long have my people lived in fear of your aggression. I, Philip Rex, will protect this land from your mongrel deprivations. The corporate spokesman turns to address the security officers behind him. You two, enter the building, find whatever's on that intercom and silence him. Yes, sir. He turns back to face you, reaching for a sidearm on his hip. And as for you... The lab tech's voice rings down from the speakers. Underneath it you can hear the distinctive sound of fingers hammering on a keyboard. Peasants! Arise and defend your home! You need only believe in yourselves. The power is yours. Yes! Oh, it's got the music! This is brilliant! Oh, I love it. Love, love, love it. You killed my drone! Eight-bit heroism. Missed. Unreal. Missed. That's better. This bloody music. Go there. Fire at him, good hit. Okay, you can go there. An aimed shot over the conjurer. Good hit, girl. I absolutely love this. God damn it! 16 damage. Oh goody, one of those. Well. He's down. He's down. I love this music. This is awesome. Okay, kill this guy. Good hit. There you go. Good hit. Ooh, actually. God for that. Oh, miss. Okay. Damage, glory. Can't finish him off. No, apparently not. Fair enough. You can... Oh, really? Good. Did that not get rid of this? Boy. Let's reload and get into some cover. Oh, okay, I forgot about you. Huh. I need you. Okay, well, in that case, I need you to come around here. Miss. And then hit that. Actually, you can apply that to yourself. And then reload. You. Fire that. And then fire that. Yes. Bugger it. Good job. Oh, that's a shame. Ouch. Okay, well. Let's kill you. Can I pistolize you? Let's move you around here. Blitz. Spray and pray. Good. I'm a running. Let's reload. Do a little bit of hitting with him. A little bit of hitting with you. Good shot. Good shot, Renata. Excellent. As the smoke begins to clear, a cry of jubilation sounds over the Shadowrun Bioscience Building's intercom system. We've done it! We've done it, my friends! The Jumathon hordes have been defeated! With this great victory, I declare a new age of exploration and commerce. My peasants will form trade agreements with our neighbouring kingdoms for the betterment of all. Yeah, Phil, I hope that works out for you. Farewell, stalwart madam. We will remember you always. You hear the rustling sound of Phil pushing himself away from the intercom. A few seconds later, the building's external speakers fall silent. Oh, that was lovely. I love that. This was an awesome, awesome quest. Or mission, run, whatever you like to call it. Best one I've been on. Quite frankly. Return to the cruise bazaar. I do like these strange things. The U-Bahn trip back from the Odenerplatz is a shaky one. Surprisingly, the train is packed. The only empty seats are at the very back of the car. The haggard-looking young mother marches down the aisle, dragging her 3 screaming children behind her, 2 boys and a girl, each around 6 years old. As the woman nears you, her eyes fix on the frozen pouches of bioengineered meat that you liberated from Shadowrun's executive freezer. She opens her mouth to say something, but at that moment the little girl jams a finger into her brother's nose. The boy howls and the young mother's shoulders slump. Slowly, robotically, she turns back towards her destination and begins to trundle forward, dragging her squalling offspring forward with the solemnity of a funeral procession. Eventually the train hums to a stop. You depart gratefully, lugging a freezer's worth of bioware samples behind you. Okay, let's go talk to the doctor. Exkabel's expression brightens when he catches sight of you. Ah, you're back. You have my merchandise. I do, in fact, it's right here. He greedily snatches the samples from your hands. So you do? Yes, yes, this is exactly what I've been waiting for. Good work, Sir Edenstad III. The doctor turns away, rifling through the samples and inspecting their labels. He looks like a kid in a candy store. I will transfer 2,000 nuyen to your account for a job, and if you give me a moment, I will add the samples you recovered to my inventory. He looks over the samples that you brought him, and eagerly begins punching the serial numbers into his PDA. I think he'll be pleasantly surprised. And now, if you'll excuse me, his sentence trails off as he returns to his attention to his merchandise. Hang on, a few more. Fine, fine, let's make this quick, alright? I want to get this merchandise logged into the inventory before it starts to thaw. Don't you want to know what caused the lockdown? A flicker of irritation passes over his face. He reluctantly turns back to face you. Yes, yes, I suppose I do. Go ahead, tell me, I'm all ears. It was a stupid accident. Somebody spilled soy calf on the control console and a bunch of test animals killed the researchers. That's, grimaces. That's frustrating. But I suppose, it's all water under the bridge. I have my merchandise after all. The Huzzaaar Corporation had eyes on that building. I had to fight one of their retrieval teams. Oh, I can't say I'm surprised. They were instrumental in engineering my downfall back in Spain. The bastards brought all manner of drummed-up charges against me. The tabloid press had a field day. I wouldn't worry about Huzzaaar. They may have their files on me, but they won't take any direct action against the Cruise Bazaar. I have information on several of their executives that would be quite embarrassing if ever it came to light. One of the researchers survived. He's gone insane in there over the last couple of years. He refuses to leave. He thinks that he's something called a Night King. How tragic. He pauses for a moment, considering and shrugs. As far as I'm concerned, he can stay there for as long as he likes. The lease is paid through 2061 and I don't need the building for anything. Is that uncharacteristically generous of you, Doctor? The money is already spent, Sir Ravenstar. I can't get a refund, and the clean-up costs on getting the building up and running would ruin me. So it's going to sit idle one way or the other. Anyway, I already have what I need from that facility. If your little friend wants to play his fantasies in there, he's more than welcome to. I wash my hands of it. It's all I need. I'll get back to your inventory. So, There we go. I found this in the schematic. Can you make and install it? Interesting. These types of implanted injectors have become popular with some of the local gangs. Yes, I can install it, though I need payment for materials. I need cyberware. Okay, tailored pheromones. I get a +1 charisma. I think I have these, don't I? Eye data jack. There we go. Let's see what super duper things he's got. Quickness. She was a bone lacing. The eye data jack. How much money have I got? 9,000. Synthecardian, +1 to dodge and throwing weapons, +1 to movement. Pain editor, willpower, intelligence. +1 dodge, +1 quickness. +1's quickness, +1 strength. +1 charisma. Yeah. Medical supplies. Okay. Well, let's head out. Okay, let's go talk to Paul. Let's talk to Zach Flash on the way past, though, because why not? What's the deal with the special concoction? What's up with the bandages on your hands? Oh, there's nothing much, Chama, nothing much. Tussle with the spirit back in Amsterdam. You know, we are a very spiritual people. Force play with your bare hands. Did I say fort? Zach winks at you, a smile twisting up into a licentious smirk. You can't help noticing that his eyelashes appear to be dusted with glitter. Nah, Chama, Zach Flash is a lover, not a fighter. We partied, then we tussled. Had not to get banged up under the circumstances. My kid'll leave. Catch you later. Tools. Okay. Let's go back to the safe house, where we shall end the episode shortly. Let's talk to Blitz. Any thoughts on that last run? Catch you later. Okay. I've got 6. So my charisma has gone up to 5. Maybe it's just works on the actual thing as opposed to the... Okay. Okay, well, let's bank that. Let's talk to him to end the episode. Welcome back, Sarah Edenstazer said. How did the meeting with Frau Muller go? I accepted the job. Any ideas on how to tackle this? Yes, a few. Frau Muller has provided us with detailed information on the facility. I vetted the information and it seems to hold up. Based on this intel, I have formulated what I believe will be an effective strategy to bring down the building. According to Muller's intel, the facility is extraordinarily well guarded. Whatever this bloodline project is, the Azis have spared no expense to defend it. The facility is patrolled by Az Technology's internal security personnel. On their own, they would pose a challenge, but I don't doubt you can brute force your way through them. Unfortunately, they will not be on their own. Az Technology has purchased one of Knight Errant's more expensive security contracts in an additional line of defense. That's not good. No, it is not. Knight Errant is too dangerous to take on directly, but if we were to compromise their comlinks, we could at least partially mitigate this danger. I've pulled some strings with an old contact of mine, and he's provided me with the address of a small software developer, the OTK International. They write the firmware updates for Knight Errant's comm systems, and their defenses should be considerably weaker than Az Technology's. My contact has informed me that OTK stores an off-site hard copy of every firmware update it develops for data security purposes. My suggestion is this: you hit the offices of OTK International and reduce their computers to slag. In the interim, I will have a hard copy of the next update replaced with a compromised version. When OTK's next update goes live, our compromised version will be pushed out to the Knight Errant. When you hit the Az Technology facility, I'll be able to track Knight Errant via their comlinks. This should make the run much more manageable. He fishes in his pocket for something with a moment later he produces a corporate idea with your face in it. This will get you through the front door of the office of the park that contains OTK International. My contact was only able to provide me with one card, so I need to let the rest of your team in through a side door. Alright, sounds like a plan. Very good. OTK's offices aren't far from here. You should take the U-Bahn when you're ready. Okay. And with that, I think I will close down the episode. Thank you ever so much for watching. I've enjoyed this episode immensely, as I'm sure you can tell. If you enjoyed, please subscribe. If not, do not worry about it. Thank you again, and goodbye.